Hi, guys. My name is Christine, and I am doing my Peaks speech for communication class. When I read the assignment, it said something that made an impact in your life, and the first thing I thought of was becoming a mother, which has been by far the most impact thing that has ever happened to me. The best, the most rewarding, and yet the most scariest thing. So I thought with Mother's Day right around the corner, I would do my speech on being a mom and also thanking my mom for everything that she has done. So I will start off first of all, I will just give a statement that I found that was really great was the motherhood experience. It makes you stronger. It gives you a true sense of worth and purpose. It shifts your priorities and, of course, among many other changes that will occur. That statement could not be any more true. Uh, when back when I was 25, I had my first child, and I was so incredibly excited, and I just thought all good things. And I mean, it is all good things, but people would say, "Oh, you'll never understand. You're gonna experience a love that you never thought you could get." And you hear it, and it's like, "Oh yeah, I know. I'm super excited. I'm in love with this baby," and yeah, until it actually does happen, and it is a love that you can't imagine. So anyway, back to when I was a child. My mother was amazing. She did the simple things such as randomly taking us to town, which we lived 20 miles from town, for ice cream, which was so fun and yet simple. On a hot day, going to town. Also, town was the fun. We lived out way in the boonies, and going to town for a dip in Lake Superior, going fishing until dark, going camping, going to watch bears, and eat ice cream. Again, we loved ice cream. Anyway, those simple things that she just was very good. She was always very good at making us feel safe and secure, and most of all, just loved, because you could just feel that with her and still do. So anyway, I now, as a mother, want to do the same things for my children. And so anyway, when I had this first bundle of joy, it it was crazy. It was amazing, and it still is. So I had my first, and then a couple of years later, they're about 3 years apart. I had my second boy. I had two boys, and at first, you see all these funny videos and memes of the first child and the second child and the third. And let me tell you, they are beyond true. And it's like, no, it's not. And it just is. That first you do everything for, and you want everything perfect, and you have the time to make everything perfect. I look back at the treats I made for him, and they were hay bales and teeth, and for every day of the week and every spot at or any scenario at school, I was on it, made snacks. Anyway, and then the second game, things got a little crazier, and those treats started getting a little not as vibrant. Anyway, so then yeah, and then I had my third, another 2.5, 3 years later, and I got my little girl. And yeah, never. So that was 7 years ago, and I remember when she was born, thinking, "Oh, it's going to slow down. It'll slow down a little bit. It'll slow down." Well, I can tell you 7 years now, and it has not slowed down. Uh, but again, it's all right. So back to motherhood, though, and um, just all of it. It was my dream to become, yeah, this my dream. I have had my dream. But again, I look back at my mom, and I try learning things that she taught me and has still is teaching me, that things I didn't even know she was teaching me when she was doing it. Such as this is we still we give her grief on this one, on a trip into town again, and we would be fighting in the back seat, and she would say, "That's it, next time you guys are not coming into town with me." And we would giggle like, "Okay, mom." And yeah, then the next time we would be fighting in the back seat, "Next time." And I find myself all the time doing that. "That's it, you guys, next time you're not doing it." And it's like, oh man. But that is so rewarding, and it's so awesome thinking of things that my mother taught me. And again, the simple things. So I try, especially now with all electronics and everything, it's even harder to keep up. But I still just try to take away from all that and do the simple things in life and show them that there's just more, and the simple things are actually just as entertaining, if not more. So we still do a lot of camping, which again, and it was both my mom and dad. I shouldn't just say my mom, but I'm doing more focus on my mom because, the moms are still the base and the soul of the whole family. Not taking away from dads at all, but I'm talking as my motherhood and my mother, how amazing it is. So let's see. Another thing that I'm really focusing on with motherhood, and my mom has told me, which first going back to when somebody says you won't understand the love that you get when you become a mom, and it's like, yeah, I know, but you really don't know until it happens. My next thing that everybody keeps telling me is it goes by so fast, so soak it all in. And it's like, yeah, it does go fast. It does go fast, but no, it really goes fast. So I every day I wake up and I'm really just trying to soak it all in, because as my mom now says too, like, I can't believe that I have grandkids, and I can't believe it just goes by so fast, and it really does. So again, to motherhood, it's yes, it goes really fast. Parenting in general, and then another thing, a shout out to all the moms, is the guilt that they never tell you about. Another thing that my mom, or the nervous, the worrying. That's another thing that, thank you, mom. Not thank you, but when I was younger, she'd just worry and worry. And it's like, Mom, stop worrying so much. And now my son wants to even take the bike past the driveway. And it's no, 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 Mom, you worry too much. Oh, no, child, I don't. It's just, you'll understand. You won't understand until you have your own. So I asked my mom one day, Mom, when does the worrying stop? Before, when they were babies, it's, are they breathing? Are they doing this? Are they eating okay? Are they pooping okay? You're worrying about that little things. And then you're worried that they're going to fall when they're walking. Then you're going to worry about, and now I'm at the stage where I'm worried about him getting a girlfriend, and I'm worried about him getting bullied or is bullying at school and entering middle school and his feelings. And then I worry about the middle being the middle child. Am I not giving him enough? And then my baby, there's just, anyway, I could go on and on. Anyway, I asked my mother, when does the worrying stop? And she says, it never, ever does. It just changes. Oh man, I have no hope. But no, it is wonderful, but it's, like I said, it's the most rewarding and yet scariest experience ever. So I wouldn't take it back for anything in the whole wide world. It's what I've always wanted, and I'm enjoying most every minute of it. So thank you, Mom, again, for teaching me even just the little things. I could go on and on. I could make this an 8-hour speech if I needed to on the things that I've learned from my mother, and as I'm learning, and pros and cons, and balancing wife and kids and all of it, being yourself. So good job, moms. And remember to take time for yourself also, because that's another thing I'm starting to realize, even with juggling school, it's, you kind of lose yourself, and then you're sitting there doing schoolwork by yourself, and it's a whole different world, where that's another part of guilt I have, where I do my schoolwork at night because I don't want to lose out on any time with my kids during the day. So anyway, good job, moms. Keep on going, and happy Mother's Day. Thank you, Mom. And again, motherhood experience. It makes you stronger. It gives you a true sense of worth and purpose. It shifts your